Far beyond the moon, in a galaxy called Twinkletops, lived a restless little star named Stanley. While other stars gently shimmered in place, Stanley zipped around the night sky like a pinball made of glitter. "Stanley," called his star teacher, "please sit still and shine." "I try." Stanley sighed. "But I just feel like I was born to move." He twirled through comets and leapt over lunar loops, leaving stardust trails behind. The other stars giggled. "Stanley's so silly." But Stanley didn't mind. He had a dream: to slide down the biggest slide in the universe. One evening, while practicing his loop-de-loops, Stanley saw something sparkle at the edge of the galaxy. A giant glowing slide, swirling like a spiral galaxy, stretched across the sky. It was taller than planets and slipperier than Saturn's rings. "The slippery slide of Stardonia," gasped Stanley. "The most legendary slide ever." But a sign near it read, "Warning. Only the wisest, kindest, bravest, and brightest may ride." Stanley gulped. "I'm silly, but I can try." And just like that, his sliding adventure began. Back at his crater cottage, Stanley packed a mini telescope, a star-powered snack pouch, a moon map, and his lucky glowing socks. "I don't know if I'm brave or wise," he said, tying his shoes with glowing shoelaces, "but I am curious." His friend Luna the moon moth fluttered in. "If anyone can do it, it's you," Stanley beamed. "Want to come?" "Only if I get the front seat on the slide," she giggled. To reach the slide, Stanley had to pass 4 cosmic challenges. First, the nebula of noises, a cloud filled with loud burps, laughs, and snoring space whales. Stanley's task: find the center of calm. Luna whispered, "Try humming." So Stanley hummed a soft star song. The wild sounds faded, and a quiet path appeared. Being calm in chaos, that's kind of wise. He grinned. Chapter 5. The Puzzle Planet. Next they landed on a floating world made of glowing puzzle pieces. A glowing sign said, "Solve the pattern." What comes next? Red, blue, red, blue. "Red," Stanley shouted. "No, blue," Luna blinked. "Thanks, Stanley. You're smarter than you think." He squinted, whispered, "Red, blue, red, blue." "So the next is red." The path lit up, and a rainbow bridge formed. "Lesson 2, said Luna. "Slow thinking is superpower thinking." Chapter 6. Bouncing Meteors of Bravery. A swarm of bouncing meteors blocked their path, giggling as they zoomed by. "Scared?" asked Luna. Terrified, Stanley gulped. "But I'll try anyway." He took a deep breath, bounced once, and shouted, "I'm not afraid of space balls." He zipped through with courage in his core. Being brave doesn't mean no fear. It means moving through it. Luna smiled. Chapter 7. The Kindness Constellation. Floating above was a field of sleepy star animals tangled in yarn. Stanley noticed a comet kitten crying. "It's scared of the dark," he realized. He gently gave it his glowing socks. The kitten purred, then all the stars lined up into a glowing arrow pointing toward Stardonia. "Kindness is a super slide shortcut," Luna said. Stanley and Luna landed in Twinkletown, where bright stars held a ceremony. You passed all 4 tests, cheered the mayor's star. Was I fast? Stanley asked. More importantly, you were wise, brave, thoughtful, and kind, she said. But I'm still silly, Stanley added. The mayor winked. That's what made your journey shine. At last the legendary slide shimmered before them. It spiraled through planets, comets, dreams, and even nap nebulae. Stanley's eyes grew wide. Is it safe? Only if you slide with a happy heart, said the slide spirit, a glowing swirl with a sleepy smile. Stanley climbed aboard with Luna and tightened his stardust seatbelt. Let's go! As they slid, glowing signs popped up. Friction. That's what makes your tail warm. Gravity. That's the whoosh you feel. Momentum. That's why you can't stop giggling. Stanley yelled, Science is slippery. Luna squeaked, and awesome. Chapter 11. Dreams Below the Stars. The slide passed through the dream zone, where floating Z's swirled in the air. They saw sleeping space cows and kids dreaming of flying bananas. Luna yawned. This slide is making me sleepy. Stanley blinked. Me too. A sleepy lullaby played in the stars. You've been bright, you've been bold, now it's time for dreams to unfold. Chapter 12. A Pause in Pillow Planet. Halfway down the slide, they landed on Pillow Planet, where fluffy comets napped under moonlight tents. Stanley and Luna bounced gently on a cloud bed. Stanley whispered, This slide teaches everything. Even rest is part of the ride. They took a power nap, curled in cosmic blankets. Even superheroes need naps. As they resumed sliding, they hit the loop-de-loop of laughs. Every turn tickled their tummies. Ah, ha ha ha, shouted Stanley. I'm sliding upside down, Luna squealed. Even the slide giggled. Laughter helps you remember, Luna said. Remember what? That the best lessons make you smile. At the end, the slide slowed down, letting them float gently like snowflakes. Stanley thought about everything, breathing through noise, solving puzzles, being brave, helping others, and never giving up. I may be silly, he said, but I learned so much. Exactly, Luna smiled. Silliness plus wisdom equals superstars. Back at his galaxy, Stanley slid to a stop in front of his classmates. They gasped. You did it, they cheered. You rode the slide of Stardonia. Stanley bowed. I also passed science tests, gave away socks, bounced through meteors, and napped on Pillow Planet. His teacher beamed. And now, Stanley, you shine even brighter. That night Stanley floated into bed, his heart still full of stardust. He placed his glowing socks on his windowsill and whispered, You can be silly, you can be brave, you can learn new things, and you can always dream big. The stars twinkled a lullaby, and the slide of Stardonia shimmered softly above the clouds, waiting for its next sleepy slider. The end.